And our next stop is an amazing neighborhood Italian restaurant with a talented chef who takes a lot of pride in his pasta. Sheeting and filling, folding and forming, cutting, cooking, and serving. Pasta just doesn't get any fresher than at Pride's Osteria. Located in Beverly, Pride's Osteria is one of the most authentic Italian restaurants in the country. And it all starts with the pastas, made by Chef Paolo Laboa, who spent most of his life in Genoa, Italy, and now brings the northern Italian dishes of his homeland to the North Shore. Every day, Paolo and his team craft gorgeous pastas on a big table right in the dining room. It's usually done before service, but sometimes they do it even when the restaurant is open, which gives customers a front row seat to freshness.
People like because they see the pasta we make here go in the kitchen, 5 minutes, 6 minutes after is on the table.
The pasta's as fresh as it gets. As you can see, Paolo's pasta station's right in the middle of the dining room. Paolo loves to interact with the customers and come in and talk. I mean, really, you're center stage and people enjoy it.
Believe it or not, Pride's owner, Michael Magner, actually found Chef Paolo on Craigslist. And it didn't take long for the chef's unpretentious and authentic approach to food to become the heart and soul of the restaurant.
His passion is exciting to everybody else. I mean, there wouldn't be one person that you could interview in this restaurant that wouldn't say they're here in part because of Paolo.
Of course, pastas are Paolo's first passion, like the panzotti served with creamy walnut pesto, or rich agnolotti filled with braised pork, beef, and sausage. But the one that keeps customers coming back is the mandili, featuring toothsome pasta sheets tossed with Genovese-style pesto.
The pasta is very thin, but when you mangia your pasta, also if it's very thin, it's very al dente. Stay very al dente, it's very good.
But as great as the pasta may be, what really makes this dish shine is Paolo's homemade pesto. It's made from a 400-year-old recipe that perfectly balances pine nuts, garlic, and sea salt with basil, pecorino, Parmigiano Reggiano, and olive oil.
The key of the great pesto is the balance. Not too much pine nuts, not too much oil or cheese or basil. But it's just all together to give you this amazing flavor.
And when it all comes together, it's silky smooth and vibrantly green.
For me, it's beautiful because it reminds me of Genoa. It reminds me where I'm from. And I have this memory, you know, that when I was a kid, mangia my pesto with the bread. I think it's perfect.
The menu at Pride's Osteria changes daily, and while a few of the most popular dishes are always available, for the most part, Chef Paolo was always looking to surprise customers with something new.
Paolo will wake up every day and make the menu based on, you know, how he's feeling, what the weather is, what he thinks people would enjoy.
So one day you might find medallions of sea bass with russet potato coulis. Another day there will be a gorgeous stuffed game hen served on a bed of risotto. And it will be a great day if you show up when they're serving this all-natural, grass-fed, pan-roasted ribeye dusted with rosemary, sage, and juniper berries.
Once I had one of these ribeyes, I will never go back. It is absolutely unbelievable. The meat, you can taste the difference, you can taste the quality. I would never eat a steak any other way.
Appetizers here are also a bit life-changing, like the perfect caprese with heirloom tomatoes and buffalo mozzarella, a thin crust pizzata with olives, capers, and anchovy, and a lightly fried pillow of focaccia that's draped with prosciutto di Parma and topped with creamy burrata cheese.
It's the most amazing appetizer I've ever tasted in my life. You're gonna bite into that and you're gonna get the lightly fried dough with the creaminess of the burrata and the saltiness of the prosciutto, and that's gonna come together like something that you've never had before in your life, and you're gonna crave it again and again.
After dinner treats receive the same attention and care as everything else at Pride's, there's the silky smooth panna cotta, homemade grapefruit or basil cello, and wonderful cannoli with crispy shells that are made in-house.
The really special thing to me is doing the shell from scratch, doing the cream from scratch. It's different and it's really special and definitely our most popular dessert.
With all the effort that goes into everything they make, it's easy to see why Pride's Osteria can get very busy, and customers have quickly learned that this place is far from the typical Italian restaurant.
People have certain expectations of what an Italian restaurant is, and they think chicken parmesan and meatballs and that kind of thing, and that's absolutely not what we are. We feel we're one of the pioneers here of Italian cuisine in America because we don't compromise at anything. We like to do what's authentic and what's typical. If you won't find it in Italy, you won't find it at Pride's Osteria.